Bingewatch.
Yay!
All right, so the first ever episode from the lost season of Comedy with Bite.
Good girl. Yes, you are. That's right. You'll be on SNL someday if you work hard.
Yeah, but can she make a commuter audience laugh on a Friday after a long weekend?
Maybe. Maybe not. But, you know, with proper training, maybe she can do that. Look, you got to go out there and you got to capture some raw talent and train it proper if you're going to succeed in the world of high comedy.
Well, I've been running the bar for too long, and I am looking to represent some talent. And if you are telling me this tiger's got what it takes, then...
So you're saying the bar's not good enough for you anymore?
Well,
you're all too high and mighty that you want to go work with the talent. You don't just want to serve drinks to the patrons who come by to look at the comedians in their cages.
That's right. I'm tired of being the bartender at the zoo.
It is not a zoo, it is a comedy preserve. It's on the sign, for crying out loud. Come, laugh, love. I was going to use eat, pray, love, but it was taken.
It was taken.
But it saves us money on occasion, so it's all good.
Yeah. Plus, people would get the wrong idea about where the source of the meat was coming from.
Yeah, the wrong idea.
Hold the phone. That panda's been missing for 2 weeks, and you said it was just out on loan.
It is. It's out procreating. It takes a long time, you know? We might not ever see it again.
I love that panda.
That's why you can't take care of the comics, because you're soft. Them there with their bruised egos and bleeding eyes just waiting for a laugh. You'll give it to them and they'll think it's too easy.
I don't know why you named this one Shaky, but that is setting a low bar.
No funny name, funny person. Funny voice, funny person. Funny face, funny person. It's a science!
You don't need to yell. You are not working in the circus anymore.
Anymore, no, exactly.
Now,
I'm beyond it. I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm a little worried about little Nipper down there because it looks like you're setting him up to be a prop comic. What is all that crap?
You gotta diversify. You gotta have a wide variety. Prop comic.
Don't carrot top that little tiger. It's okay, I'll see it in your eyes. You are so worried you're going to end up, I don't know, opening for people like, oh God, I can't even say their names. Okay, I can't remember them, to be perfectly candid.
No, because you drink all the stock behind the bar.
Well, somebody's got to.
Look, I don't mean to yell.
I think you do.
That's just my inside voice. I'm a very excitable person.
Hold the phone a minute.
Oh, jeez, I don't know
This is
why
about-
they make me do this.
Because when one of your hands is busy, I don't have to worry so much about what the other one is doing.
All right, that's fine, that's fine.
This isn't about little Nipper or
Shaky.
Shaky. This is about your own failed stand-up career. Let me rephrase that.
I don't like the word stand-up. I was a sit-down comedian like Bill Cosby.
I would not think Bill Cosby is a role model for you on any level right now.
I don't true story. Look, we all have a history with illicit substances and people that we shouldn't be around.
Stop reading my diary.
Stop writing in it. It's an easy fix.
Well, technically, yes.
Yes.
You know what makes me happy, though? This is a free-range zoo, and any time people can just wander in and enjoy the animals.
There's that word again. I don't like that word.
Zoo or free?
I don't like the word zoo. I don't like the other one either, no.
Free is not your friend because you are held with the shackles and the chains of your own lack of achievement. And I'm telling you, you cannot take care of these animals until you take care of the beast inside of you.
This is what happens when you let someone be a bartender. They think they're a therapist who pours drinks. Well, I ain't drinking, and I ain't talking about my feelings or my highly successful sit-down career that was cut short by the splinters in my butt. It's a medical condition.
I told you, working with a stool is only good for certain types of acts. Most people just rest their water on top of it. You rested yourself and you didn't have it sanded before you... I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know what happened. I was there. I was the one who had to go through surgery. Look, these ain't your East Coast splinters. These are your Florida splinters, and those things are about that long.
Much like the cockroaches there, but I digress. Now, here's the thing. The thing about those Florida splinters is the humidity.
Makes them swell.
Once they're inside of you, it's like they have a sentient quality. It's like they're waiting for just the right warm cheek to invade.
So I guess we're saying that the splinters are more intelligent than you. At least they know where they're supposed to go and do their job properly. You seem to forget who's in charge at this free-range comedic sanctuary. I'm the one in charge. I say who does what job and when. And if you don't like it, well, I guess you just got to do a little throwdown.
What are you going to do, bust me back to work indoor?
Maybe. I ain't fed Bobcat Goldthwait there for about 3 weeks. Any number of things could happen. I'm just saying.
Oh, God, no. Bobcat's been looking at me like I was his last meal.
Maybe. Some of these comedians have been out of circulation for a while. A lot of things that Sam's dead.
Yeah, a lot of people think you're dead, too, Griff.
Marjorie.
You're looking at me that way again.
Sometimes when you approach, I see two of you. It's fine. Everything's perfectly fine. I'm normal. So are you. Both of you. It's good.
Okay. Just start talking and let me know what fresh hell I'm in for.
I don't think you're in for any particular kind of hell. I was thinking that my attempts to get the police to investigate that zoo over there have come to naught. And I thought, you're a funny person. You have a funny name, funny face,
Not really.
funny little voice.
I'm working on the voice.
He mistreats those poor comedians. They are so starved for attention, starved for the love that we could give them here. We could take them away from this horrible place and take them where they belong. New York. That's where all comedians belong. No one down here really appreciates them.
Well, but this is where all comics are relegated to go at some point in their lives. Oh, there it is again.
It's the circuit, I know. But we can help them. We can make them better. We can give them their potential back.
You expect me to infiltrate the comedy preserve and somehow load up all of those tigers and truck them to New York City?
I like that you called them that.
Tigers?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No,
Huh?
uh.
Aw. We understand each other. Perfect.
Damn!
Look, I just want to see the comedians treated humanely. That's all I really want. That's all my late husband wanted. And the kids, wherever they might be. And Grandma and Grandpa and all the other folks who just left us. Like, the comedians got left behind. They were inappropriate. They were crude. They were out of touch. They could tell you 9/11 jokes. It was inappropriate. It was not good.
All right. Fair. Fair. But I don't see why I'm the person to do this. I'm afraid of animals. I'm allergic to fur, and my cat hates me. So why am I the person for this job? I don't understand. Because honestly, I just feel like you're hoping I'll fail.
Well, that would make me a monster. I'm not a monster. I've never been charged with being monstrous. Accused, yes, but never charged.
Okay, here's the deal. You're a madman. You're a complete and utter madman, and I'm leaving you.
You don't have to back away. I'm not like him. I'm not like the comic king. The king of comedy, they call him.
You're hurting me.
That's okay. You'll grow stronger as a result. If you're going to infiltrate the comedians, you have to understand the pain of rejection.
Believe me, my life has prepared me for this moment.
Exactly.
Oh God, you're starting to make sense.
I always have.
First grade, I was told no. You can't sell cookies. You don't get to be part of the brownies. You're afraid of doorbells. I had to suck that up.
That's so sad. Who about you?
I'm really going to have to talk to Dr. Feelgood about your dosage.
My dosage is fine. I am full of God's love, God's compassion. I have a PhD from Trump University. I worked for 6 weeks on that. I am credentialed.
Sure. You know, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I dream that it's all just been a horrible nightmare, and that when I walk out of the bedroom and pick up the newspaper, Obama will still be president, and life as I knew it will have returned. And Trump will just be somebody that we laugh at and say, "You're fired!" Unfortunately, you're my reality now.
This isn't a nightmare. It's just Florida. Could have been someone. I auditioned for SNL 4 times. Lauren knew my face. I mean, he spat when he saw me, but he knew my face.
Are you talking about Lauren?
Lauren, oh, he's like the god of comedy.
He's a kingmaker.
He is a kingmaker.
Am I down? Oh, there we go. Okay.
How long have you been here? You look like you were doing comedy way back in the day.
Oh, I opened for Mom Schmably once.
Gosh.
Well, I opened a door for her. We take what we can get. She was nice.
That's nice to hear.
Then I had some pie.
I like some pie.
It was peach.
Right here. Always gotta laugh, the pie. Not that I was strictly a physical comedian, mind you.
God, no, are you a prop comic?
I dabbled. I was prop curious. It was college.
Oh, that's how it starts. Next thing you know, you're pulling fish and toilet plungers out of a giant sack and you're on the road with Carrot Top. There's only one true prop comic. He actually had jokes, but he could do terrifying things to a watermelon.
Thank you, Gallagher, yes. Oh, what I would have given for his hairline. Just built-in comedy right there.
Right there. You gotta look funny to be funny. I used to look funny until I turned into a map.
Betty White's still funny. Here in 1999.
That was the test to just see if you knew where you were.
I do lose track of time occasionally.
Not that I needed a center point to figure out what the hell was going on.
Oh, it's okay, and there have been no contradictions so far.
Hell to the no! What does that mean? I hear the kids say it. Hell to the no. Is that like hell and the no is purgatory? Am I overthinking this?
Maybe, but that's funny. Overthinking is funny. It makes you neurotic, and neurotic is funny in some places, not in Florida so much.
Oh, not so much. Florida, you gotta have a good tight tin and get the hell off before they serve the Clams Casino.
Did you ever play like a medium-sized club? Like more than 20 people?
You're a madman. You're dreaming of big things, over the rainbow kind of things. I just stood up really fast.
It's the power of theater.
I haven't done that since 1973.
Can you just picture being out there? The lights right in your eyes. You can't even see who's out there, but you know they're laughing.
Some are laughing at you, some are laughing at you.
I'll take it!
I went too.
I did an entire set once.
What?
I did an entire comedy set, like 5 minutes,
What?
with my fly down. I knew it before I went on stage.
Wait a minute. You did it on purpose?
I did.
Were you flagging?
Yes. I had a bright shirt, so you couldn't miss it.
That's bravery.
I want to live that life again. I want to get out of this cage, get out of this state, and get back on the road. Go out there where folks are more interested in having conversations and drinking than hearing you. I want to live that dream.
I've been wanting to ask you something.
Okay.
Are you a bobcat, or did you just have an unfortunate incident with the tail?
I really wanted to be funny. So I went to a surgeon over the border,
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Dark days indeed if you went to Arkansas.
I just figured, what would make me unique? Make me stand out from the herd. And the word herd got caught in my head. And I thought, if I was mixed species, that would get me headlines, news stories, interviews,
I thought you-
NPR bites.
I thought you were one of those furries and you were on your way to an event.
I'll take it.
So, this is uncomfortable for me, but are you telling me that's actually attached to your,
Spine.
Wow.
Yeah, right there at the base, right at the coccyx. Which, really, for what it's called, should
Is
be in
it
the front.
coccyx or coccyx? I've always wondered how to pronounce that.
I have a 5-minute routine on that. It's only about a minute of funny, but it lasts for 5.
Playing the awkward silences.
Sure, intentionally.
Let's rest in one of those right now.
This is death for a comedian.
Yeah, get used to it if you're going back on the circuit. This is your life now.
I can be funny. I can go out there. I can do what Jerry does and the others. Sinbad.
Whoa.
I could be a Sinbad if I wanted to be.
Could you now?
Sinbad with a tail. With those parachute pants he wears, he could have one too for all we know.
God knows what's in there. Maybe he's, I don't know, like a squirrel, saving up things for winter. I always wanted to be a Lenny Bruce, but I didn't want to go out the way Lenny went out.
Well,
That's just a moment for Lenny.
That's a moment, yeah.
Sad. I'm back.
Oh. I wanted to have you escape with me and roam free and hit the clubs free range style, but now I'm thinking that maybe you've seen too much comedy. Maybe all the laughter has been driven out of you.
Well, I thought that too, and then I saw you today.
Really?
Yeah.
You think I'm funny?
Well, which is going to hurt you more?
My empire. My glorious, glorious empire. We need more people, though. We need more shenanigans to get the tourists in here. We ain't seen nobody new for about 2 weeks.
Animal control.
That's not what I had in mind when I wanted more people in here. What do you want? I got my permits paid, or at least I've seen them. That's right, you think about that for as long as you need to.
I'm done thinking about that, young man. And I use that term as a courtesy. I'm not quite sure what you are.
I will have you know I'm a very well tanned 24. These
Is that your inseam? What?
24 years old, thank you very much. I've been gathering comedians for 3 years now.
Okay.
I'm going to make my mark on society. I'm going to open me a theme park and add it right here to the sanctuary.
I came in here thinking this was going to be a very simple case of writing you up and getting the hell out of here, but...
You don't got to write me up for nothing. You look like a person who's got a savvy head for business. You look like somebody who knows the laws and how to get around them if one needs to. You look like somebody who's not happy in their job.
Damn.
I read people real good.
You got like an animal instinct where you're getting inside my very being and you know the depths of despair that this job drives me to.
Yeah, no one knows despair quite like me. Pretty cute too, if I may say so myself. No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not taken. I've only got, feelers out, if you will.
Checking your traps?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
God, you're reprehensible, and why do I find that so incredibly attractive?
Some ladies like the bad boys.
I do.
That's why Andrew Dice played. He gets away from me every time. I just can't nail him down for some reason.
My first boyfriend knew how much I really liked bad boys. He borrowed a car from his aunt and told me he'd stolen it. Made me feel something for about 45 minutes until he had to get home.
Is that why you got involved in law enforcement? So you could get near the bad boys?
God.
And the bad things they do?
Yes! I like to live vicariously through the disreputable things that they do. I can almost touch it, but then I can go home and Marie Kondo my apartment. But I'm looking for something darker and deeper that sparks a whole different kind of joy.
You want dark and deep. I'm just the kind of man you're looking for.
Your breath is like a miasma of something that would come out of a cut-rate carnival cruise.
I eat a whole lot of pimento loaf and I don't brush my teeth.
God, I feel like I've been flying on a cut-rate airline back and forth between Tampa Bay and Tallahassee. I don't even know how far apart that is.
It's as far as you want it to be. Tell me something. Which do you think is harder, comedy or drama?
Well, you see, comedy is when something bad happens to other people, and drama is when something bad happens to you.
So do you want to live the life of comedy or drama? You want something bad to happen to you? Here in my sanctuary.
I feel like something bad already has. Oh, I'm against the bars.
You gotta be careful. What's behind them bars is hungry.
So am I.
Come join me in the sanctuary. I need fresh blood.
And I need a bloodletting. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but I know one thing. I'm never going to be the same after tonight. And I hope to God somebody has money to get me bailed out because I'm about to commit a crime.
30 minutes later. Oh, damn. You a freak, you know that? I ain't never anyone quote Shakespearean sonnets before. That was some freaky shit. Not even the funny ones, too. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow when you reach an orgasm, my God.
I was beginning to think tomorrow would never come. Sonnet number 10 is what kept coming to me. For shame, thou deny, thou bearest love. For anybody. Who for thyself art thou so unprovident? Grant if thou wilt, thou art beloved of, well, many, right, Tiger? But that thou is able to love us none is most evident, and you can pick up the gist from there.
I didn't understand a word you said. I know like 2 monologues of Shakespeare and that's about it. But I can tell you.
I would love to hear one of them.
There's the one you did earlier. Tomorrow and tomorrow, something, something, something. It's a tale told by a wise man, full of knowledge and wisdom.
If thou hast fish, thou art poor John.
Okay.
You know, I have to be honest.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't be. There's no place for honesty here.
I'm beginning to get the gist of that.
Look, we deal in comedy. People say that comedy is truth through laughter, but I say it's nothing but lies. Oh, I'm sorry. Did glitter bother you?
Yes!
Let's throw it on the comedians.
Hold on! They're people, well, no.
No, they're
Technically,
not.
they're beings. There's so much carcinogen in that one little butt. How can I think that you're going to care about my heart if you don't care about theirs?
So now your heart I'm terribly interested in.
Damn.
It's your mind and your body.
Wait a minute. You said mine first. I'm actually relieved to hear that.
All right. I'm glad I said something intelligent.
Yes, I crawled up one side of you and down the other like a
Oh,
great
yeah.
giant oak tree. I'm not embarrassed to admit that, but you want a mastermind. You don't just want me for, well, you want me to help you take down some kind of...
All right, look here. You got to understand I'm the brains of this outfit, and I always will be, but I do like a little consultant. You know, maybe I take your ideas, make them my own, take all the credit for it, but that's okay because in the end, we all profit.
Oh, I see how this is going
We
to
all
go down.
succeed. Look, I'm the front man. Folks go to this place and they see me and they think, well, there's a man who knows his comedy.
Yeah.
You got a scheming brain, I can tell. I can scheme forward about 10, 15 minutes, but you're thinking, I don't know, hours ahead. Maybe even days. That's like 4-dimensional chess.
No, it's not. I hate to break it to you. I think months and years in advance. I think of you behind bars for what I was sent here to put you away for. But you're calling to me on a level that I've never been called to before.
That's right, girl. I got my stink on you now.
I wish that weren't so literally true.
And I don't sit behind bars, I put comedians behind bars because it's where they need to be safe. I protect them from the harsh ravages of the world.
Your twisted logic is starting to get into me, and I'm starting to see what you mean. I mean, you know, comics should be kept safe in hotel rooms or behind bars, perhaps. Somewhere where the real world can't touch them too much, and they can hold on to their own beautiful perception of what the world looks like, as opposed to what it really is.
Have you ever been to a comedy club after all the sets are done, and the 3 patrons have left, and it's just the 5 comedians left? And they're sitting there drinking till 3, 4 in the morning, trying to make each other laugh so they can fill the empty void in their souls?
But that's not all of them. Some of them are running around town from open mic to open mic, trying to cram 6 or 7 in a night. They're getting up and being knocked down and getting back up again. They have tenacity. They have something inside them that
makes them special. And then after a few years of that, they end up here, in the sanctuary. I got 22 little black box theaters all across this property, all with about 10 chairs in front of a single microphone.
Oh my God.
They're so happy. They can just work on their material day in and day out. People
Hold
out
on.
there in the wild.
What's going on in that larger black box back there? I see 6 people and they're all wearing matching shirts. For the love of God, it's an improv troupe.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
What is it they're chanting over and over again? Yes, and. Yes, and.
Consider yourself lucky. This morning it was zip, zap, and zop. I still don't know.
You're a madman.
I'm a generous, kind-hearted soul that just seeks to give them the attention they deserve.
What's going to be back there next? Clarinet players? Kitty G?
I don't truck with music. Musical comedians, maybe. But just straight-up musicians, you want that, you can go over to Nashville. I got a cousin who runs a reserve there. Exclusively for country western music people.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It's called Honky Tonk Heaven. And that's where all country western players go when they no longer can tour. Honky Tonk Heaven. You better believe they're as happy as, well, I'm going to say a clam, although I can't really say if clams are happy enough. They haven't got much to talk with.
I think if a clam gets turned into chowder or casino or fried, it's achieved its destiny. That's what we all want, to achieve our destiny.
So you'll join me then?
Well, I thought mine was keeping law and order and keeping the world clean. This badge, I'm going to put it where someone will never see it. Open up that door to that improv theater.
Why don't you start on the easy side with the situational, observational humors?
Is there a self-deprecating comic somewhere?
Oh, God, they're common as rain.
I'm just going to throw this shiny object in there and let them think it's money. Oh, God. Those improvisers thought it was a suggestion.
I'm not from around here. I'm not from the reserve.
Me either.
Hey, Dottie,
Hank?
did you escape too?
You're not working for him?
No, I'm out. I'm out. Don't you even know that you're out?
No, I've just been circling what I thought was the very edge of the perimeter.
Oh God, am I out? Am I still in?
Are we still
I thought I was out.
I don't know.
And out, I don't even know anymore. I figured I didn't see any other black cubes or any other microphones or fake brick walls, and I figured that I'd made it.
Mime?
Not anymore, but I've trained. You know, I learned to do the robot from Shields.
Oh, Yarnell.
You tried with your Nell. Oh my gosh, when they split, it broke my heart. Broke his too.
Yeah,
He's an angry drunk.
that's what Yarnell said.
It's horrible watching him just sit there and grab a bottle and just over and over again.
And yet he manages to get really drunk. I don't understand.
He's a genius.
True.
Dottie, I saw your set once.
No one's ever seen my set.
It was in Bakersfield.
Oh yeah, they saw.
Yeah, I saw it in Bakersfield. Yeah, it was the only club like for 60 miles.
People were hungry, hungry, hungry for talent.
Yeah, they
Or
also
whatever
served
it was
wings. Yeah.
They did serve wings.
Yeah.
And then they bolted the door for the 10 minutes I was on stage doing the box.
But it was visionary, Dottie. You were visionary.
I could never do the back part of the box.
No one cares about the back part of the box.
I did, damn it!
And that's what made you great. And the way that you would use mime to tell the story about being a housewife in an unhappy marriage and feeling restricted. I felt your pain, and I laughed at it. I laughed at your pain until tears came down my face.
The hard thing about space object work is if you're holding a baby or even just a can, you have to put it down somewhere.
And God forbid if I should walk through that space later.
That's a baby!
I know. I know.
I've been thinking about going to the dark side.
No. No. That's not the way out of here.
Not all improv is stupid. Some places they do something called long form, where there's stories and characters and a plot.
It's mythical.
Well, there's a great schism in the world, you know. Some people think narrative improv is wrong.
I used to date someone who did improv, and it was theater sports all the way down.
You can't go wrong with bar-prov. It's got the word bar in it.
Yeah, but you're asking the audience for a suggestion every 5 minutes.
Some of
They'll
them
turn
like
on you
that.
eventually.
I don't know. I just imagine, dream with me for a moment. Imagine there's an audience here ready for a short form show. And we were to ask them for something.
They're so drunk right now.
Yeah, they're completely
Totally
hammered.
hammered.
One of them's trying to hit on somebody. He doesn't realize it's just the guy who was sitting next to his girlfriend's purse.
Person in the front row just has their head in their hands and they're just breathing real slow.
Yeah. What would you ask him for?
I'd ask them for a noun, but they'd say penis.
Or pineapple.
As long as there's a P in it.
He's popular in short form improv.
It's percussive. Punchy.
Puss are funny. Puh. It's just funny. It's like cream with a K.
How did you end up here? I was sure you were going somewhere. How'd they catch you?
We're all sure we're going somewhere. And you see, that's the moment they get you. You have this burst of ambition and hope, and it leaves a trail. Literally. They can track it with some devices they've created. The last fragment of hope and destiny is usually how they get a comic. They leave it behind them like a comet's tail. And they're easily trackable then. They start doing careless things like telling people they're a comic.
I put it on my dating profile. I never got a single response. Women say they like funny men.
Yeah, they just say that.
They just say it.
It's just something women say because men all think they're funny.
But I am. Might be, with time and practice.
You know what? It was mean of me to say that because everybody thinks they're funny.
I know, but if there was an audience here, They would have laughed. I recognize that.
Tell you what. I want to make sure you get one last show in case we really are still inside the preserve.
I don't know, I was thinking maybe I just pack it in and, I don't know, write a humor column. Some small paper.
Oh, God.
Lots of puns about the news.
There's something you need to know. In the next 30 years, small press is going to die.
You're a prophet. A mildly funny prophet.
Yeah, it's the mildly funny part that's gotten me in trouble.
So what do the barely talented have to look forward to then?
There's going to be something in the future. It's a series, well, a service really, where everything you've ever wanted to watch will be streamed. And you'll get to watch it anytime you want.
Everything? All at once? No matter what day it is or what time it is?
Yeah.
Will anyone get to put content on it?
Well, there'll be those too. But they'll be ruled by a horrible overlord called the algorithm.
Well, it can't be worse than the king of comedy.
Don't say that. As soon as you name one evil and think it's all that there ever will be, another one comes along.
Maybe we could do a sketch duo.
What?
We could be co-writers. Maybe between us, you have a full laugh between us.
I'm willing to take that chance.
Maybe we just walk that direction, away from the microphones and the fake stages, and just see if we find an audience or find the ocean. Either way, just walk into it.
Some say that thing called the algorithm will be like an ocean. We can drown ourselves in it. In a sea of content.
I have no idea if you're funny or not, but you're real deep. Coming soon to a future near you.